Hello, everybody. It's two psychic moms here, Tammy Langowski,
Julie Hawkins.
and we are two psychic moms bringing you some information and just chatting about things going on in the world, about life and our beautiful cats and anything that spirit brings us. We like to channel messages as well. So we kind of just take time there. It's Bella. We just take time to chat and just kind of share information and have some fun with it. And like I said, we'll be channeling some messages for you as well. So what's been going on with you, Julie?
It was election day yesterday. So for those who don't know, first of all, we record on Wednesday and then this goes out on Friday. And so not to confuse anybody as to when it comes out on Friday and they're thinking, what? That was an election day. Anyway, and it has been a wild ride for me and people that I know. And I'm not going to go into that too much because I'm still trying to ride the roller coaster and at moments just be with it. And so being present here today, being with my cat, I just finished a reading just shortly before now, which was, it really just makes me feel so present to my clients when I can do that and not have to think about the crazy world. That's kind of what's going on with me.
Yeah, and what I'm in agreement with what you said is like I just had a reading too, and it's nothing like readings to help ground us and be in that really nice special place and where all of us can be, of course, by forms of getting into meditation and getting quiet and feeling relaxed and all that good stuff. But it's very rejuvenating and kind of keeps you in that special place. So you can see I've got my two kitties. That's Jake and that's Teddy.
Adorable. Adorable.
Thank you. And I thought it would be fun to have them in my background. So Julie had reminded me that it was National Cat Day the other day, whenever that was, Julie.
Last Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I saw that she had a post on it. So that's part of the reason I did a background of my kitty cats in honor. And Julie's got off her beautiful special cats. So anyway, back to you, Julie, with that. I don't know if you wanted to talk more about what you're doing. Didn't mean to interrupt and change the subject, but.
Yeah, that's okay. I feel like I've talked the whole election thing ad nauseum, and I didn't sleep very much of the night last night. I often go to sleep with my TV on. It's sort of white noise, but this was crazy making white noise. And I'm ready for a nap, I think, but I'm just done with, I just want us to turn a corner. And I feel like we're turning a corner and to be in a really happy, good place for people like us who do the higher divine work. Listening to somebody be so divisive and angry and hateful, and I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. And okay, so I guess I am doing a rant, just a short.
It's okay.
What I said to a friend of mine the other day was, he has taught me something and it isn't good. He has taught me to hate, and I have never felt that way in my life. I have disliked something or somebody, or I've disliked the behavior, but I've never felt hatred. And it is, it's horrifying to me because it feels in direct conflict with the work that I do. And so I want to eliminate that, and I'm hoping that it's happening very soon. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, well, no, it's an interesting perspective on it for sure. And there, like a lot of people, I think, agree with that. There's a lot of that feeling out there that's been happening for 4 years and so forth. And then we just, I guess we can look at it too, like, well, what has this time, like you said, what has it shown us? Is it teaching us? I think it's teaching us an obvious, what doesn't feel right. Maybe how to treat other people with respect. there, we could go on a whole with that, but I think there is, the reason for that as well, because that's all we ever have to do is ask ourselves, what is it that I'm learning from anybody who's we're in opposition with? What is it that's triggering in me? What emotions are coming out that I need to see and to deal with? Um, because there is that little blessing with everybody we come in contact with, and it's good, just if nothing else, to kind of sit with that, and if not, and sometimes it is just about an example of what I will not do, or how I will not treat somebody, or a reminder, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sometimes we can't find the answer, so really it goes back to kind of, what am I learning? What's the behavior that I know doesn't work for me, kind of thing.
Sounds like
So yeah.
sounds like me when I talk to my clients. During a boundary training or something. So
Yeah, yeah,
valuable information, important information. So thank you for respeaking it. And I think, it's one of the things I often say to my clients: whatever you're doing, whenever something comes up, what am I learning from it? What do I need to learn from this? So that
exactly.
I can be more in alignment with who I am and my values and what's most important to me. So and I think asking those questions is what leads us to that place, and
Yeah,
it's a place of fulfillment.
yeah.
It's just that. So
Right. But agree that the energy is kind of crazy right now. So really important, I think, for all of us to make sure that we're taking that special time for ourselves, and remember, even if we're just going back to breathing, to breathing, sitting down, taking a few deep breaths, inhales and exhales, that in itself is going to center us and, get us through maybe the rest of the day if we don't have time to do, a little bit more meditation of some sort. But as we know, breathing is a great meditation.
so
And we do need to release that.
I have I took years of Huna training in Hawaii, and one of the breathing techniques we learned was called Ha breathing, and I talk about it in my book, and I teach people, and it's so simple. And of course, any breathing technique will work, but if I can just, I would like to just uh, explain that very quickly, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'd love to hear it.
So it's called Ha breath because in Hawaiian, Ha means breath.
Hmm.
And so, sorry, as I wrestle with the sunlight from my screen, but it's really 4 breaths in through your nose, and then 8 breaths out, or you can do 3 and 3, whatever works. But you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling twice as long out through your mouth. And so when you do, it sounds like this.
Love that.
And,
Hmm.
and I tell my students to start off by doing 4, then 8, then 12, 24, 36, whatever, doubling it until you get to a couple of minutes, and doing that every single day as much as you can. And I exaggerated my ha sound. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can close your eyes. You can do this in the car, of course, keeping your eyes open. And then once you do this regularly, or any breathing exercise consistently and regularly, you only need to take a few of those breaths, and it brings you right back into this calm, centered place. And it is just magnificent. I do it now, and people think I'm just going, like, I'm recentering deliberately, but my body is now completely um, adjusted to that and has assimilated that, so it knows to do that. So that's my quick technique for that. And
That's
there's
lovely.
nothing like breathing. So thanks.
Yeah, yeah. No, that feels good, because even when I did that with you, it's like I love how the length of the exhale just really, it puts you right into that relaxed place. I mean, for lack of a better word, but it's like it brings you kind of deep with that. So yeah, and the more that you practice any of those kind of techniques, the better you get at it. And like you said, it's like instantaneous. kind of like hypnotherapy is a bit like for me now. It's like I can just put myself right into, hypnosis, because once you're kind of a meditator or have learned hypnotherapy and all that good stuff, then so it reminds me of that a little bit.
It
So that's
it is
great.
it is a it can be a hypnotic state.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I
Mhm.
just have one little suggestion, because when you're first doing this, you can become lightheaded. And if that's the case, just do some normal breaths in between. But otherwise, keep at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes
All right.
sense.
So
That's great.
cats, should we move to cats?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Spirit wanted us to talk about that. I'm good with that. I like that.
Yeah, no, that feels good. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what I was kind of being drawn just to talk about a little bit was a lot of because of a little bit of the chaotic energy that's in the air right now is just to really take time to center. I'm also getting right now the obvious, be careful of how much you're watching on TV because it's so easy to get sucked into that a little bit. Fine, you know your limits, but pay attention to your body and to your emotions of what's happening, because that will be your clue to maybe back off a little bit and take a break.
Well said. Well said, Mom. Cat of Mom. I actually have a T-shirt. If anybody's familiar with Game of Thrones, it says "Mother of Cats."
Ooh, love that. That's perfect for you. So how's Miss Maggie May doing, by the way? I know her paw was hurt. We were talking about that last time.
It is. She's doing much better. By the second day, I think she was inside. She was like, "Let me out," and she's
Mhm.
not limping anymore. But I can see that it's still a wound. Um, but she's for the most part gotten. I'll say gotten over it. She's
Good.
yeah, but she won't let me near it. So it's
Yeah.
clearly still painful. Like I said, I think she got it stuck in a door or a drawer or a gate or something, or between slats in a fence, or who knows.
Yeah,
And,
that could be. It is hard to say if they've been outside for sure. Yeah. Well, good. She's on the mend, so that's good.
yes, very much so. And everybody else is doing fine. Should I should I should I tell how many cats I have?
Should.
Because I am mother of cats.
Yeah, give us the next number. Give us the next number of what you told us before. We'll
It's so what did I say? It was between, what did I say?
what did you say? Between was it 5 and 8 or 6 and 8? I'm not sure. Or you tell us whatever you want to tell us.
I'll say it's more than 5, less than 10.
Okay. Maybe somebody can guess, right?
Yes. But there are no
Oh,
jelly bean prizes for this. It's just that
yeah, exactly.
all the
It's just for fun.
jelly beans sound delightful right about now. So
So they're doing good, huh? Everybody, all the kitties are doing good.
they are.
Maggie May's on the mend.
Maggie May is on the end. I have two that are just they fight like cats. They just, because they want time with me, and
Mhm.
anyway, but they're all
Yeah.
here. So anything else that we have, or are we, I can't even and can't see where we're at. So
Well, we're kind of going to wrap it up. We're making our segments a little bit shorter, is just so because we know that you've got busy days. If you're, we appreciate you tuning in just to hear what we have to chat about. Um, and maybe we can just talk about what we each do and offer. So for myself, I'm an intuitive reader, intuitive advisor to your questions and areas of concern. My primary ability is clairaudience, so I'm channeling with my guides during a reading, and there's clairvoyance thrown in. Really, it's all the clairs, basically, but my primaries are clairaudience and clairvoyance, I would say. So I do that, and I put some channeled messages out on my website and on Instagram and Facebook. That I try to do it weekly of my guides just channeling. Sometimes there's a subject, sometimes not, and I am a certified hypnotherapist, though I'm not doing that right now so much because things are on pause a little bit with that. But certainly our readings are, through phone, FaceTime, or Zoom. And that's a bit about what I do. How about you, Julie?
not to sound like a broken record of Tammy, but
We are similar in what we do. So it's just, yeah, that's okay.
we are definitely similar in what we do. I am, I read from the Akashic Records, and I am all of the clairs as well. And they all come through for me during a reading. It just depends on what it is that the guides want to tell me. Um, I also teach women how to set boundaries and say no and feel good about it. And so I am doing a mastery class with students right now, and that will run through the end of the year. So I'm always excited to do that work. It's so funny because I way back when I did NLP training, and then I did hypnotherapy training, and then I became a trainer of those. So you talk about hypnotherapy, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I used to do that.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. So that's what I do. Occasionally I do mediumship readings. I will say I think I enjoy doing the Akashic reading a little bit more. It just it's so it I think it's they both have their purpose.
Mhm.
Um it just feels slower for me when I do a mediumship reading. It feels like it takes longer to connect in or to listen for the information. And sometimes I'm a little impatient. So I like doing my Akashic readings a little bit more. But anyway, that's us, two psychic moms. Um, this is Bella. Oh,
Yeah.
Bella.
Such a sweetie.
Bella. Look at you, Bella.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
And I think that's about it for today. And hopefully you'll tune in and see what's new with us every week. We always have something new, whether it be cats, source, or a rant in the world from me, not from Tammy. That's not Tammy's thing.
I'll have a rant someday about something probably.
You can rant about whatever. I mean, I'm fine with that. So
Oh,
yeah,
I love it.
that's where we're at today
Yeah.
as we enter the month of November, and
Yeah. Holiday season around the corner, right? Oh my
I
gosh.
will just be so glad when this year is over. That's all I can say. The year from hell. That's all right, Tammy, my friend.
All
So good
right.
to see you.
Okay. We see you soon. And so, two psychic moms saying bye bye for now.
Be
Have a
well.
great day.
Connect with Source, and we love you, and Source loves you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye bye.